me some sound over here.
You are a part of the Ace and TJ radio family.
Go.
This is launch control.
Let's synchronize, shall we?
Ace, TJ, Riggins, Alexis, Tech D-Rob.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Let's go!
Live from the Calitrin Studios, this is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Good morning, one and all, or afternoon or evening, whenever you listen to this. Greetings. Should cover it all. Greetings. I've come in once again with a spring in my step and a gleam in my eye, looking positively at the year that lies before us. Yet there are always naysayers trying to bring me down. And Alexis is here today to do that. But alas, she will not. Coming in here starting mess.
Nope.
And all I'm doing is being sweet.
No, I don't think it was being sweet.
It all happened very quickly. I will say that. I mean, it was.
You know, two things can be right at one time. Alexis could start it, and it wasn't necessarily sweet.
It was funny though. I love it.
I keep it. It keeps me wildly entertained.
It's fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She thinks she got that bride immunity where nobody will say anything to her because she's a bride to be.
Please.
Oh, I don't play that.
So TJ was talking about the use of proper grammar and something, and Alexis was like, "Oh, here we go, starting already." And then Alexis, though, what I don't like, she tries to draw the rest of us in there. I'm the only one that'll say it, but everybody's thinking it.
Well,
like, don't drag me in this thing, man.
Listen, I know you guys all feel how I feel.
But
I mean,
all
it's not even 6 a.m. yet, and you're like having a whole grammar lesson. Like, come on, lighten up, dude. Come on, it's Tuesday.
No,
Chill, Taco Tuesday.
First of all, I wasn't giving a whole grammar lesson. I said one thing, and then you chimed in like I was being stupid. All I said was I hate it when country music singers say a when they should say in a song because it sounds like a third grader that doesn't know how to read aloud. Mm-hmm. That's all I said. And you said, oh, here we go. Well, then once the challenge is laid down. Now, if you were sitting over there, you know, with the proper diction and grammar skills and all of that, I would listen to you.
Yeah, okay. You don't.
If I was a lost babe in the woods, such as yourself, then yes, I would.
Okay.
But all I said was the way that a lot of country music singers sing. When they should say they say a.
Yeah, but I already
and
know.
that's all I said.
No.
And then I was moving on.
No, you were not. That's the thing. You were not.
Not. How do you know?
Because I have been here for a few years now, and I kind of know how you work a little bit.
Yeah, and that's. I don't even know if that would be considered a grammar lesson, just to say that country music singers say a instead of and it doesn't sound right. It's not the way people speak. Mm-hmm. But either way, I'm right, you're wrong, deal with it.
Yeah, as always. I'm used to it.
Mm-hmm. I can listen to this all day. Let's do it really good.
It's not the news, it's more important. Now trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ show.
So the Emmys were last night. Nobody really watched the Emmys because there was some great football happening. But just to cover a few things from the Emmys, Christina Applegate got a standing ovation. She walked out. She's got MS. You know, she was Kelly from Married with Children. Yeah. I like her from that show, Dead to Me. I know that's like a chick show.
That's a great show, though.
It's really good on Netflix.
That
and yeah, she came out with the cane and she got a standing ovation. I don't think she's going to be doing any more acting, but she made some jokes about, she goes, "You're shaming me because you're all standing up." You know, like ableist shaming or something. It was pretty funny. Yeah, so she got the standing ovation last night. There was
and then she makes some kind of joke about not being an Ozempian or something.
Yeah. She goes, not built by Ozempic, because she, you know, I don't know. She's poking jokes at herself. But really good. Anthony Anderson was the host. He had his mom hold up signs to kind of tell people to wrap it up, which was kind of funny. Anthony Anderson, I like him as a host. I don't know much of his work on television.
Kangaroo Jack's great.
Yeah, is that right?
And he was really good on Me, Myself, and Irene. He was one of his the sons that cussed. And
forgot about that.
Yeah, so he was good. He's a good host. But I feel like we're almost at like award show overload at this point.
Well, this is that season because they all run right up until the Academy Awards, which is the finale of the award show season. So you're going to get all that stuff now.
I didn't recognize, like, the shows that I saw. One big was the show called Beef, which I never saw.
Oh, that was good on
saw that?
Netflix. Yeah, I think that was on Netflix.
Succession was a big winner.
But all three of the big winners, what I saw, because obviously I wasn't watching that trash, but I saw the three big winners in an article this morning were Beef, The Bear, and Succession.
Yeah.
And I really don't think that those should be in the same categories like we always talked about, Ace, with shows that have to abide by network rules.
It's not even fair.
Yeah.
It's not even fair.
Because cussing means everything.
Right. Well, I mean,
I mean, you got a drama, you can add more drama to it if you're not being bound by FCC laws and decency laws and everything.
They did something interesting last night, though. It was the 75th anniversary of the Television Academy. So they did the 75 most impactful TV moments. I did happen to see a great tribute to Norman Lear that they did. But 75 most impactful TV moments. Here are the top three. Number 3, the Beatles' performance on The Ed Sullivan Show in 1964. Number 2, live coverage of the terrorist attacks on the World Trade Center on September 11th. And the most impactful television moment, the 1969 Apollo 11 moon landing.
Wow.
I've only been around for one of those.
The September 11th.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the only one.
Yeah.
I don't see how the moon landing was more impactful than a president getting assassinated on TV.
That was number 5. CBS News anchor Walter Cronkite announcing the death of President John F. Kennedy.
Yeah, that should have been number 1.
See, I think I get it though. The impact, the sheer numbers of people that were watching that live at the time. It's like 80% of the globe that had television was watching that.
And there was like no options. Like you guys were saying about the network TV. Like if you don't have any options, of course everybody's going to watch it.
But that doesn't lessen the impact. This was the first time that man stepped outside of the world. You saw man do something that heretofore was thought to be impossible. That is massively impactful on people's hopes and dreams and their lives. And wow, this is we're seeing a man step on a different planet. That's never been done before. That's insane.
Is the
type of news that is. Whatever. It's not a planet. You get the idea.
Well,
you get the idea.
If I would have been alive at that time and had a choice, I'd have been watching Frasier.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
there you go.
Everybody's got different tastes.
Yeah.
Because why would I want to watch? I mean, the moon landing was more scripted and all than a regular, TV show was.
Oh.
Here we go.
See what I mean?
I'm just kidding.
Did they want Reagan?
Did they actually they didn't have like a script or anything like, I know what I'm going to say when I do this thing, cut to camera B kind of thing? I'm sure it was planned out, like how we're going to showcase this, but like, did he know like, this is what I'm going to say when I step on the thing?
I think they worked it up in
camera
advance.
1 and 3, 2. I don't know. Kind of takes
they just had the one camera at the time when he stepped off. They had the one camera that was attached to the lunar module. So he knew exactly what the shot looked like. They'd rehearsed the whole thing before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rehearsed it on a soundstage in L.A.
Yeah, not on the moon.
Yeah, the dress rehearsal.
Right.
No, I do believe we went to the moon. So yeah, last night was some football. The Eagles are the top trending topic last night after just getting their brains beat out by the Tampa Bay Bucks, and Baker Mayfield is also one of the top trending topics. What a resurrecting career that is. I mean, that's amazing. So some good football games lined up for next weekend. Did you guys watch either of the two games yesterday?
Yeah, I watched all of the Buffalo-Pittsburgh game was on most of the afternoon.
Big snow game.
Yeah, and it was pretty good. But I mean, Buffalo got out to such a big early lead.
Yeah.
And then Pittsburgh tried to come back. They made a game of it in the second half. And then I watched just a few minutes of that Tampa game and went to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch much of it at all because I don't watch the NFL very often anymore.
Why?
For political reasons. Thank you for letting me do it, Rob. And not jumping on it like you did yesterday.
Oh no.
Oh
yeah, I paused for the way I always do it for.
That's a good one.
And then I looked at the camera and Rob goes, political reasons.
Oh, Rob, come on, man.
I swear Alexis has done it before too, though.
No. I let him have his moment.
That was a good one.
Yeah, next time I'll say line if I need help.
And then outside of football, Emmys, sandwiched right in there at the second top trending topic, the Iowa caucuses, and Donald Trump swept it. I mean, the entire state, I think, went for Donald Trump. Again, I don't know how caucuses work.
Yeah, I think it was a record.
Was it a
for
record?
the Hawkeye? You know, the biggest win by a Republican in a primary, whatever.
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Did you make that up?
No, that's what Rush Limbaugh used to call it. And since
Pretty
he
good.
had passed, I figure I could steal it.
I like that.
What's he gonna do?
The Hawkeye. So that is also one of the top trending topics. And then just a heads up, in case you were wondering, today, National Fig Newton Day.
Oh,
Ew.
I love a fig Newton.
I know they like Fig Newton.
That's such an old person thing.
I don't care.
Ew.
I've
It's
never-
smushy for a reason.
I've never once purchased Fig Newtons, and I think I went a lot. I would think I was an adult before I ever tried one. I thought that's not so bad.
Ew.
It's not great, but it's not so bad.
She eats figs. Yeah, you might like it.
I like figs, not a Fig Newton.
Have
There's
you ever had a fig
difference.
Newton?
Yeah, I have. A Newton.
I don't think you have.
I have
I
had
think
them.
you're lying.
They're squishy, like
But-
on the outside and in the middle. It's just like, ugh. It's. I
I
don't
just
like
love
that.
I love figs pretty much in any form.
I like them
But
bacon
it's not a
wrapped.
cookie, it's fruit and cake.
Yeah.
That's what they used to say in their ads. It's fruit and cake.
Alexa said, I like all Newtons.
Yeah, all of them.
I've tried many Newtons for the record.
Grape Newton, orange Newton, apricot Newton.
I like all the Newtons.
All of the Newtons.
Those are a few things that are trending.
It's Tuesday, which means group therapy. And today, I do believe, first off, this made me laugh because it's a very funny scenario, but somebody has encountered something similar to this. You got a couple. Well, I don't want to give you the details yet because it's that funny. Next, hang on.
Live in the morning and anytime you want it on the Ace and TJ family app. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show. More next.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin. Maybe you have heard that this is not the time to be buying a house. Well, you have heard wrong, and you haven't heard from our friend Richard Toccato from the Richard Toccato Companies who's here today. Is this a time to buy a house, Richard?
Well, the thing I tell everybody, it's time to buy a house when you need one. And there's always so much hype about this or that. You know, if you need a house, you should contact us. You know, it's nonsense, TJ, not to buy a house from me. And this is why. We have the mortgage company, we have the realtors, we have the closing agencies, and we discount everything. That's the thing that you don't hear in the purchase market. You get a great deal. Not only are you going to buy a house, we're going to give you unbelievable on the mortgage, help you out with the closing. It's something that really needs to be talked about in the market because nobody does it.
It's one place where you can do everything and save yourself some money in the process.
Yeah, that's the thing. Car dealers talk about buy a car from me, save a bunch of money. Well, buy a house from me and save a ton of money. It's that simple.
It's super easy to do. Just call 704-800-4719 or homewithrichard.com.
Hi, I'm Thomas Davis, and let me tell you why I'm a proud member of Team Neogenics.
If your nagging pain is keeping you from being active, do something about it. Join the long list of pros and average Joes who have found relief with our stem cell and regenerative therapies.
After trying all the others, I decided to try Neogenics. My knees and shoulders haven't felt this good since my college days. If you want to get back in the game, do what I did. Visit Neogenics, where all you have to lose is pain.
It's more than just a great room that makes the Hyatt-centric South Park Charlotte such a special hotel. It's the great restaurants, the great bar, the great meeting rooms, and a superior location. Make reservations and get details at acetj.com/Hyatt.
Share Funny is now a little bit extra. Don't miss the Extra Funny podcast, live every weekday on the Ace and TJ family app or anytime wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
$10,000 could change your life. That's our goal. Monday at this time, we will give you all the details on the first quarter of the rest of your life. through our charity Peyton's Promise, we are going to give someone $10,000, provided that this is life-changing stuff for them. So again, Monday morning, all the details at this time on the Ace and TJ show of the first quarter of the rest of your life and how you can win $10,000 to change your life.
It's Tuesday. The doctors are in. This is Group Therapy on the Ace and TJ show.
You know, as group therapy goes, people send us their messages from time to time, and sometimes they're serious. Other times they're just fun. This makes me laugh. It's probably a big problem for this couple. I find this amusing. You can DM us anytime. We do group therapy every Tuesday at this time. But our DM today comes from a lady who says, my boyfriend was a mama's boy. It was one of the things that initially attracted me to him. It later became a problem after I first met his mother. For some reason, she didn't like me and spent the last 8 months of her life trying to break us up. Sadly, she had a heart attack and died in her own, she put on her own bed, I guess. My boyfriend was devastated, and it might have gone 4 months without smiling. It was a tough time in our relationship, but I was supportive. Due to the cost, he had his mother cremated and brought her ashes home. For 2 months, her urn stayed in a box. Then one day I came over to his place, and the urn is out, and a photo of his mom is taped to it. Trying to put my personal feelings aside, but it was creepy. Then last night, we're in his bed thinking about playing the piano, and I look over and see his mom's face staring at me. Yes, he has now moved his mother's ashes to the bedroom. I was startled, and I couldn't continue. Simply telling my boyfriend why caused a big fight. I told him I just cannot be intimate with him if his mother was in the room. He thinks I'm being ridiculous. I don't think I am. Am I being ridiculous for my, let's just say, no piano playing policy in front of his mom?
No, you should have that policy just because he's not your husband.
Boom.
I mean, if you want to get technical about it. But who am I to judge? I'm not judging. I'm just stating. I would initially think that the only words to come to my mind would be, how dare you?
On whose part?
Her part.
Okay.
How dare you force him to grieve the loss of his mother in the way that you choose for him? You are his girlfriend. That's it. The man's mother died. He has her ashes. It is up to him how he goes through the grieving process. And for you to make demands and it has to be this way, and you can't have your mother's ashes with her picture on them, you can't have them in the bedroom, so forth and so on. You need to grow up and let this man go find somebody who's nice and knows how to act.
But does she not have the right to say, hey, this makes me uncomfortable. Doing this with you and seeing your mother's face on the ashes like that weirds me out. It's uncomfortable. Maybe there's a happy medium. If they're going to do something, he can just cover it up or something.
She was mad when he put them in the living room and put her picture on the urn. She was griping about that.
She said she thought it was weird that he had the photo taped to it. She wasn't mad.
And I think that that for her to that she wasn't sitting down with him and going, okay, honey, I'd like to ask you a favor. I know you loved your mother, and she's gone, and I know you're in a state of mourning and all, but could you please just move the urn out of the bedroom? Because it makes me uncomfortable. Could you do that for me, please? I know, baby, I know. I don't understand what you're going through, but this is just from, one little piece of my perspective. It would make me more comfortable. She was being about that, and she was doing and being, and yeah.
All she said was, I was startled and couldn't continue. Simply telling my boyfriend why caused a big fight. So we don't know what she said. She was like, hey, look, I'm just weirded out.
I can tell her tone.
Okay.
He said she's just the girlfriend. Yeah. Ooh, that was my favorite part. I'm like, tell her.
Does this make any sense to you, Alexis? Would you understand her position?
I mean, yeah, I feel like it might be odd, but if he's, grieving and stuff, I'm not going to tell him how to grieve. After a certain time, maybe.
You just have to play the piano in the living room or something?
Or just turn the lights off. I don't know.
All right. Riggins, so how would you feel if this were you?
Yeah, that's weird.
Okay. To play the piano, so to speak, in front of the mom's picture.
I understand the girl's perspective. He's not the right, but also part of TJ. Like, they're not meant to be together. If that's
what if he just had a picture of his mom on his nightstand? Would that be weird?
also weird.
Okay.
But two things can be true at the same time.
Yeah.
It is weird to a lot of people, but it's still his business, and he should be able to do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
His mama.
She can be creeped out by it, but you're saying he should still be allowed to do what he wants.
Yeah, she
She's
shouldn't
gotta
be
learn to deal with it.
demanding one way or the other what he does, and with his mama's ashes.
All right. So at the Ace TJ show,
And the only reason she's like this is because the mama didn't like her. So it's selfish, revenge kind of thing.
is she being ridiculous with her no piano playing policy in front of mom's photo on the ashes? At the Ace TJ show. We'll get your response next segment.
Share Funny is now a little extra. The Extra Funny podcast coming up at 9 a.m. live on the Ace and TJ Family app and anytime wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
When it's time for you to upgrade any of the furniture in your house, the first thing you need to do is check out Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. You're going to love the people that run Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Go to acetj.com/mattress and find them. When it comes to buying or selling a house, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team. If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to BradhamBrothers.com.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Today's group therapy can be summed up very easily. Girl's boyfriend, his mom passes away. He has her ashes in an urn. The urn has now made its way to the bedroom where he has her picture on the urn. And the girlfriend says, I cannot play the piano, so to speak, with you in here looking at your mom's picture. Now, mom did not like her. Spent the last 8 months of her life trying to break them up. But she said, he thinks she's being ridiculous. She goes, simply telling my boyfriend why I could not do anything. I could not play the piano with him in the bedroom, staring at his mom. That caused a big fight. I told him I cannot be intimate if his mother is in the room.
I bet
I'm being ridiculous.
If his mama had left him a boatload of money, she'd build a shrine to his mama in that bedroom. But the fact that the mama didn't like her and mama didn't leave him a bunch of money, she's got a problem with it. Mm-hmm. It's true.
So TJ says she's the girlfriend. She has no right to say anything about whatever's going on
However,
in the bedroom.
he chooses to grieve the loss of his mother.
So, but like Cheryl said, that's creepy.
True.
That
I'll
it is
give
creepy.
you that.
You look at mom. And Christine said, I feel like it's more the picture than the urn. Can't you just turn it around so she's not looking at you? Yeah, just put just if you look like things are headed that way, couldn't you just turn it around so you wouldn't see mom's picture?
No, that's not going to do the trick.
Then you just turn it back around when you're not doing. Why?
That's weird.
If the picture was on a nightstand, you just lay the picture down.
Your mom? This girlfriend is not going to be satisfied until this guy completely disavows his mom of any love or anything like that, until he just completely pushes the memory of his mom out of the way and gives her complete control.
All she wants to do is not have to stare at the mom's picture while they're, playing the piano.
Brother Ace, I love your enthusiasm and positivity in life. But this woman is a control freak. If that mama would have liked her and made over her, as they say, she wouldn't have a single problem with him grieving his mother the way he chooses. It's the fact that they were in competition because she didn't like the girlfriend. So now he can't even have an urn with his mama's picture on it in whatever room.
But why?
And turning it around is not going to work. She wants it gone. Why? Because she wanted his mama gone.
But why is it creepy to just turn it around? Why was it?
It's just an awkward moment, I feel like. Just like,
Yeah, it's part of like
Well,
the
maybe-
fore-
yeah, like, exactly. It's
Just
weird. I don't know.
When you walk in there, just walk by and turn it.
Nah.
Oh, please.
Just turn the light off, man. That's it. That way you don't see anything.
Well,
Sorry,
you can look at it this way.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
The mama is winning from where she is now.
That's right.
She's beating you because she doesn't want you having sinful relations with her son. This could have been her plan all along. Put my glamour shot on my urn, so that girl won't want to lay in sin with you, son.
Yeah, or glamour shot.
Valerie said, yes, you are being silly. He misses his mom. Until you lose a parent, you don't know how it feels. It's not like she's really there. But, you know, maybe she still want to look up and see the mom. That's all. I get that.
Mom, check out this new move I learned. Hey.
I was thinking that, but I didn't want to say it, Rick. Y'all would have said I was being a pervert. That would be the answer right there.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Oh, we've got celebrity beef regarding the NFL. And I don't think the Swifties are wrong on this one. And it's only going to get better this weekend. We'll give you the details and more next.
Don't miss the Extra Funny podcast coming up at 9 a.m. Eastern. Live on the Ace and TJ Family app or download anytime wherever you get podcasts. More Ace and TJ coming up.
Today, every company is a technology company, but becoming a fully enabled digital workplace is not easy. That's why you have CompuCom to guide you, a proven leader in managed IT services. They'll do more than just get you ready for today. They'll get you ready for tomorrow. Go to CompuCom.com for details. Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
Join the Stowe Family YMCA for the 2023 Fall Festival Family Game Night. It's a nostalgic night where board games come to life, featuring trunk or treat, arts and crafts, a bounce house, and more. It's Friday, October 27th, 5 to 7 p.m. at the Stowe Family YMCA. Get more information at gastonymca.org.
It's more than regular funny. It's extra funny. The Extra Funny podcast is live every weekday at 9 a.m. Eastern on the Ace and TJ Family app and available anytime where you get podcasts. Now, more Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
We got big NFL beef. Big celebrity NFL beef. Give you the details in about 20 seconds. Just a reminder, Monday morning on the Ace and TJ show, full details on how you can get entered to win $10,000, provided that money changes your life forever. It's all being done through our charity, Peyton's Promise. Second year in a row we've done it. It's called The First Quarter of the Rest of Your Life. Goal being to change somebody's life forever by awarding them $10,000. So this is, when you support our charity, Peyton's Promise, this is the type of stuff we do. So Peyton'sPromise.org to find out more about our charity, and get ready, Monday morning, all the details on the Ace and TJ show. Here's the celebrity beef. And it comes from the NFL playoffs over the weekend. We saw the video from the weekend. Taylor Swift, she rolls up in her, I thought it was a pretty cool Travis Kelce jersey jacket looking thing that she had. It was pretty sharp. And then she was swag surfing with the people of KC, and people were just lighting her up for it over the weekend. But Swifties are now mad because NBC showed Eminem numerous times during the Detroit game. Eminem actually did the open to the game. He did the opening because, he's from Detroit, 8 Mile, the whole thing. And then they showed him in the pregame several times. They showed him during the game several times, and nobody's giving Eminem any backlash. For example, I see the NFL is using Eminem to promote their product the same way they're using Taylor Swift, but I don't see the same complaints. It's almost like the hate towards Taylor is rooted in misogyny.
Oh my God.
Another said, why is it okay for Eminem to rock out and cheer at NFL games, but if Taylor Swift does it, it's distracting? Valid point. To my knowledge, Taylor Swift has never done any type of promotional piece for the NFL prior to a Kansas City Chiefs game. She's never done the intro. She's never gone on camera to speak or anything like that. I don't know that she's ever even been on the field at any point during the games. But there was Eminem on the field during the pregame being featured, actually doing the promotional opening of the game, and he was shown as much, if not more, during the Detroit game than Taylor Swift has been shown in the Kansas City game.
Well, that one game.
It's granted,
Eminem hasn't been at every game, and they're promoting Eminem walking into the stadium like they do Taylor Swift. They haven't made the entire Detroit Lions organization in the media seem like it's being led by Taylor Swift, and that Taylor Swift is more important, or that Eminem is more important than the players. Like they've made Taylor Swift to be more important than the players. So it's not it's not an apples and apples comparison.
I know, but I stand by. That's not her fault. All she's doing is going to the game, supporting her boyfriend.
Do people say it's her fault?
Oh, yeah. Well, they're blaming her, saying she shouldn't go.
Well, that's dumb.
That kind of stuff.
Idiotic media people.
Yeah, like she can't help that because she's never come out and done anything. She's never done any promotional stuff for the NFL or anything, as far as I know, that I've seen.
Yeah, and you can't compare the two because Eminem is way smarter
than Taylor
Swift. Yeah.
On what grounds do you base that information, TJ?
Lyrics.
Okay, here we go.
He has written more impactful, deep lyrics than she has.
My bum is on your lips. My bum is on your lips.
I'm just saying.
Just saying. Both teams are still in the playoffs. Now, Kansas City will not play at home this weekend. They have to travel to Buffalo. So chances are you won't see Taylor Swift. But Detroit does play at home. So just kind of keep an eye out for it this week. Detroit plays at home Sunday at 3 o'clock.
It's not going to be Eminem this week.
It will be someone different?
Yeah, it'll be like Uncle Cracker or somebody. Maybe Kid Rock. Bob Seger, possibly. Ted Nugent.
Okay.
Any other Detroit celebrities. You know. Okay. They won't use Eminem again. But it isn't misogyny. It's just that it makes more sense for a man to be shown at a football game than a woman.
I don't like that.
Okay.
I don't like that comment.
Hey.
Dear
Kim.
Dear Kim. What is it about that you don't like, Alexis?
Because it should. Why does it matter? A girl should be shown too. It's fun. There are girl fans that appreciate that too. It's not just men watching football now.
And that's the problem.
Oh my God. Whatever.
The only time women should be watching football is in short spurts when they're coming in with beer.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
There are some football items trending, but maybe we'll have to reroute. We will do Now Trending coming up next.
Get Ace and TJ anytime, anywhere, at your convenience with the Ace and TJ Show podcast. Available wherever you get podcasts. More Ace and TJ is next.